everyone, my name is Juliana and I work here at Certifier. If you're looking for a free professional certificate maker that will help you create and send certificates via email, then you've clicked on the right video. Whether it's for a webinar, online course, or some training program, today we will cover all the steps of certificate creation and distribution, which you can see right now on the screen. By the way, I will also leave all the timestamps in the description box, so feel free to jump to the step that you are most interested in. So, let's dive into this tutorial. The first thing that you have to do is to create your free Certifier account. Just go to certifier.io, click on this Get Started button and proceed with the registration process. You can either use your business email or proceed with signing up using your Google account. Upon finishing your registration, you'll be redirected straight to Certifier's dashboard. Here, the first thing that we'll have to do is to create our certificate design. To do so, just go to the Design section and click on this Create Design button. Here you have to select the Certificate Design option. And here you can select from a variety of professionally designed pre-made templates. And this is basically one of the best things about Certifier. Just feel free to select a template that you like and customize it according to your needs. By the way, if your company has very strict branding guidelines, or maybe you simply created your custom certificate template that you would like to use, you can absolutely do this in Certifier. Just go to the background section, prepare the background of your template in a PNG or JPG format, and upload it by clicking on this button. Let's go back to the templates because for the purposes of this tutorial, I would like to select a template that's provided via Certifier. Upon selecting a template, it is high time to customize it. So basically, feel free to remove anything that you don't want to see here, maybe some logo placeholders, edit the text that's placed on this template, or you can even customize this template by going to the QR code section and placing a QR code on top of it. I won't be spending a lot of time trying to customize the certificate template. I will show you just some basic customization possibilities. So let's now proceed with removing this logo placeholder. Let's go to the Elements section and upload the real logo of our company. Here it is. Now we can make it smaller and place it in the middle of our certificate template. Here we can also see some lorem ipsum text placeholder, and of course you can remove it or simply edit it to the real text. Now you've probably also seen this text written in the brackets such as recipient name, certificate issued on, and certificate UID. Well, the thing is that technically this is not a text. These are dynamic attributes, and basically the possibility to use dynamic attributes is what makes Certifier so powerful and so different from other certificate makers that you might have used previously. With the help of dynamic attributes, you can create a single certificate design that can be later on used to generate dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of certificates. So now, once you are all satisfied with how your certificate template looks like, let's proceed and save it. Upon saving our certificate template, it is high time to create one more graphic asset, and this is our email template that will be used to distribute the certificates to our recipients. Let's go to the email section and click on this Create Email Template button. Now we are redirected to the Certifier's email template builder, and here we have the same situation as we have with certificate template builder. You can basically customize it so that it looks and feels just like your company. Now let's remove the Certifier's logo, click on this image button and upload the logo of our company. Again, you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, just the way you like. Also, you can change the copy of your email template, but I personally like this text. There is maybe just one little detail that I would like to add to it. Just as we have it with our certificate designs, I would like to use the recipient name attribute to make this email template really personalized. So I will just leave my cursor here, and go to the Attributes section and select this recipient name attribute. Great. When it comes to this text, I personally like it a lot. I like the way that it encourages my recipients to share their certificates on social media, to add it to LinkedIn, or download it as PDF. Now I will go to the Branding section and proceed with customizing the way this email template looks. Let's go to the Button section and change the color of this button. I would also like to change the border radius and to make it a little bit smaller. And here in the template section, let's customize all the general colors that are used here. And now once we created our email template, let's click on this button, Create Email Template. Upon previewing, you can send the test email to ensure that all of the changes are reflected correctly. The next step that we have to do is to create a group. Basically, by creating a group, you are telling Certifier more about the event that your company conducted. So let's go to the Group section and click on this button, Create a Group. Now I will add the name of my group, and basically the name of your group should be the name of the event that you conducted. So if you're conducting some webinar, just use the name of this webinar. If you're conducting some course, just use the name of this course. For the purposes of this video, I'll be issuing certificates for the participants of my tutorial. Here in the description box, you can specify what your recipients had to do in order to get their award. Again, I'll use the description that I have prepared. Here in the learning event link, you can add the link to the learning event for which you would like to issue this credential. So if your course has some landing page, feel free to copy that link and add it here. In the skills section, you can type the skills that your recipients obtained together with attending your tutorial. So let's write here some skill, like for example, certifiers, professional user. Here in the Appearance tab, we should choose the design of the certificates that we have just created. Here's how it looks like. And in the Delivery section, we need to select the email template that we have created for this tutorial. And now let's save our group. The third step is to prepare our recipient list. Here is the recipient list that I've prepared for the purposes of this video. It has two columns, the one with all of the recipient names and the other one with all of the recipient emails. Basically, preparing your spreadsheet is simply ensuring that it has all of the names and all of the emails of your recipients. These names will be used to fill in this recipient name attribute, whereas all of the emails will be used to distribute this certificate straight to their recipients. And of course, if you have hundreds of records, it will be really difficult to check them for errors, but no worries, you will be able to do this with Certifier. Now what we have to do is to download this recipient list in either Microsoft Excel or CSV format. Go to File, click on this download button and proceed with one of the formats that I mentioned. I'll personally download this spreadsheet in the Microsoft Excel format. Now let's go back to Certifier, let's open our group and click on this button, Issue Credentials. Here we have our group pre-selected, and we can also select the way that we would like to use to proceed with adding our recipients' data. The first one is manual, it's one by one if you would like to issue just a few certificates, and the other one comes in handy for all of you guys who have dozens, hundreds, or maybe even thousands of recipients, so it allows you to fully automate the entire process. I will proceed with the spreadsheet upload and claim that I have the right to use the personal data of my recipients. By the way, here you can also download the spreadsheet template if you are not sure of how to format it properly. I will upload the spreadsheet that we have just prepared. The next step is to map the columns from our spreadsheet to the attributes that we have used in Certifier. So here we have a column that's titled Students. It has all of our recipient names, so it corresponds to the attribute that's called recipient name. The email column has all of the emails of our recipients, and it corresponds to the recipient email attribute. Upon mapping the columns, I can see that there is this yellow alert icon on top that says that I have one invalid record. And here is where the beauty of Certifier comes in. If you have dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of recipient records, Certifier will let you know if there is anything wrong with your data. So now let's click on this filter icon and find our invalid rows. So our recipient, Katie Gardina, has a problematic email. Let's enter this edition mode, and according to Certifier, this email is not valid. So I can clearly see that it lacks this @ sign. Now let's edit this email and click on the Save button. Let's now exit the filter mode. And now we can see this green alert that informs us that there are 0 invalid records. And basically, once you're interacting with this table, that is your goal, to see this green alert. Upon mapping your columns to the proper attributes, we should click on this Preview Before Publishing button. Here's one more great feature of Certifier, because on this screen you can preview how each exact certificate will look like for your recipients. Remember earlier I was talking about dynamic attributes, so here's basically how they work. Instead of seeing this recipient name text in the middle of this certificate template, we see Nate Orosta name, which is the name of our recipient. Here, instead of the certificate issued on attribute, we can see the date of when the certificate would be issued, and instead of certificate UUID, we see this automatically generated certificate ID. You can also preview the results for all of your recipients from the recipient list to ensure that everything looks alright. Here in the emails tab, you can also preview your emails. As you can see, it is also customized and personalized using this recipient name attribute. By the way, you can see that we have this email sender data that is certifier from noreply@certifier.me, but actually with certifier, you can also customize your sender emails. So all the certificates can be issued using your own email address. At this point, you can either save all of the certificates as draft or click on the Save and Publish button and email them straight away. You should also understand that this action is irreversible. So once you click on this Yes button, all of your certificates will be emailed to your recipients immediately. So now we have just issued all of our certificates straight to the recipients. Now let me show you how this whole experience looks like from the recipient point of view. As a recipient, I received this email straight to my inbox. It's really beautiful, it's very recognizable thanks to the email branding, and by the way, it also feels really personalized thanks to a recipient name attribute that's used both in the email copy and here in the subject line. Let's now click on this button and view the certificate that I've received. Here we are being redirected to Certifier's digital wallet, where all of your issued certificates reside. As you can see, the digital wallet is also customized using the branding of this school, making this whole experience truly professional and flawless. We can see this organization's logos, social media profiles, website links, as well as some short company's description. Now, as a recipient, I can easily download the certificate in the form of a PDF, or share it directly on any social media available here or by simply clicking on this link. What's also really cool is the fact that Certifier's digital wallet can be translated to more than 10 languages. Also, any third-party viewer can easily verify the validity of this credential by running this one-click verification process. So we've just created and emailed our certificates using Certifier. Well, this might seem like the end of the certification journey, but in reality, this is just the beginning. Now, when all the certificates are issued, we have a whole world of endless possibilities at our fingerprints. Let's explore what makes this post-certificate issuance experience so exciting. First and foremost, you can effortlessly manage all of your certificates in one place. Imagine that there is no need to go and endlessly search for your files in the emails or on your laptop because all of your certificate-related data is stored in one place and simply waits to be exported whenever you need it. Additionally, Certifier tracks all of your recipient engagement. Imagine that you can not only see who opened your certificates, but also when they did it and how many times. You can also check whether your certificates were shared on social media, added to LinkedIn, downloaded as PDF, or even more. What's more is that your recipients can submit change requests if they see that there is something wrong with their certificates. As an issuer, you'll be instantly notified and you'll be able to go and edit the already issued certificates in real time. Also, Certifier offers powerful analytics. You can dive into insightful data such as your social media sharing statistics, LinkedIn insights, PDF downloads, and more. You can later on use this data to understand your audience better and make data-driven decisions for your business. So don't think of certificate issuance as the end. Instead, consider it as the beginning of an exciting journey where you can manage, engage, and learn more about your recipients than ever before. This is pretty much it. If you would like to get a step-by-step text version of this exact tutorial, visit our blog. I'll leave the link in the description box. As always, if you like this video, do us a favor and smash that like button. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for being with me today and see you in the next video. Bye!